Hi, I'm Avery Davidson. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week. My partner, Kristen Oaks-White, is off this week. The Senate version of the Farm Bill is now a step closer to becoming law. The Senate Ag Committee passed its version of the Farm Bill. This is a completely different piece of legislation from the House Farm Bill that is nearing a vote on the House floor in the coming weeks. Some big differences between the bills are how they utilize crop insurance and the Future for Conservation Reserve Program payments. The current Senate bill also makes fewer changes to SNAP benefits than the House version of the Farm Bill. Also this week, our very own Carl Wiggers is in the nation's capital with LSU Ag Leadership Class 16. The class visited Capitol Hill to visit with their representatives. They also got to visit with the chairman of the House Ag Committee, Representative Mike Conaway of Texas. He says so far the differences are minor between the Senate bill and the House Farm Bill as it concerns production agriculture.
We're looking at the comparison between the version that passed the House Committee and the Senate version. There doesn't seem to be any fatal issues there. Most of those look like we can negotiate them out in good faith and come to a reconciliation with respect to the folks that don't really do it. So again, there may be a poison pill in there, but I've not seen it. There is.
To see drafts and to read the latest news on both farm bills, head over to our website at twilatv.org. This week, we finish our series profiling the finalists for the 2018 Louisiana Farm Bureau Young Farmers and Ranchers Achievement Award. The winner will be announced during the 96th annual meeting of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation in New Orleans. Carrie and Jacob Rumbaugh farm corn, soybeans, wheat, and cattle in Caddo Parish. They say that coming back to the farm has allowed them to live a lifestyle they love while doing a job that has a higher purpose.
Every morning, Jacob and Carrie Rumbaugh start working on a long list of daily chores on their farm in Dixie, Louisiana. Feed the cattle, check. Water the beans, check. Work the goats, check. But the work doesn't stop there. With more than 1,300 acres of wheat, soybeans, and corn, 340 head of commercial cattle, and 2 little ones, managing the farm and the family is a full-time job. It's a labor of love that runs in the family for this young farming couple.
Growing up, we hoed cotton. You get to see the value of the dollar, you get to see the value of hard work. You know, it really sets you up well for really, any type of life. So with the kids, it's the same way. They can see how hard we work.
Jacob and Carrie say this job allows them to share lots of life lessons from the farm with their 2 children, Ada and Reed.
They know where that food came from. They know where the meat came from. They know you don't go to a grocery store to pick those things up. They know there was an entire process behind the scenes that most people have no idea it exists.
My kids are outside, they're working, they're learning, and they're with us. They learn all about life and death. They learn about profit and loss.
They get to see calves born, they get to see the calves grow, they get to see them sell, and then they know that that's what puts food on our table at the end of the day.
This is exactly how George Rumbaugh raised his boys. Now Jacob says working with his father allows them a unique opportunity to use their strengths to make their farm run better than ever before.
With agriculture these days, with the commodity markets we currently have, you either have to be really big or you have to be really creative.
This need to be creative is why Jacob uses so much technology on his farm today.
For me, it's the technology, just the younger generation. We're just more comfortable with the technology, and we're going to use that to become better farmers.
Now we have the software, and Jacob writes all the programs himself, and it's pretty nice to have somebody that knows tech. When there's a problem, I say Jacob. So that works real well.
That technology includes precision application for planting, fertilizer, and chemicals to ensure they get the most from their land. This precision and attention to data is also their approach with their cattle.
Well, Carrie checks them every other day. She's going to check and see if they flossed the night before. She's going to spend 3 hours in the pasture. It's unbelievable.
She knows more about the cows than we do.
Checking water, checking fences, checking for sick calves. I started keeping an electronic record of all of our calving.
And gray bull born 5-7. So we're going to know the cattle that aren't producing for us, the ones that may have taken 18 months to breed back, the cattle that lost a calf last year. Sometimes that's hard to tell, sometimes you can get it wrong. Well, she's going to know.
One more thing she knows is that her kids are learning the importance of agriculture firsthand.
We actually sold some of our corn to Tyson, and the other day my daughter and I were in Sam's and she saw a big bag of Tyson chicken in the freezer, and she got out and she said, "Mom, look, it's Tyson chicken. These chickens ate some of our corn." And so that was really cool for me to know that she knew that, and she was proud that she had a part in that, I guess you could say.
There's value in what we do. We're feeding the world. There's 2% of us out there now in the United States, that feeds the rest of the country. And to me, there's a lot of value in that. It's just a sense of pride, a sense of hard work, pride in what you're doing.
The winner of the 2018 Louisiana Farm Bureau Young Farmers and Ranchers Achievement Award will receive a $35,000 credit for the purchase of a new vehicle of their choice. Next week, the winner will be announced at the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation's annual convention. If you missed any of the stories from this series, and Carl did a great job on all of them, you can find them on our website at twilatv.org. A new crop is shooting up in Louisiana, and its fast growth is not just the plant itself. A relatively new company that had success growing bamboo overseas has made its way to the United States. As TWILA's Neil Melanson shows us, this growing industry is finding fertile soil in Louisiana.
You see it popping up all over Louisiana, in people's yards and on the side of the road. However widespread it is, bamboo has never had much of a commercial life in Louisiana, though. One company means to change that. Only Moso has been planting bamboo all across the Gulf Coast, and now it's worked its way up to this field near Bunkie. The market for it is shooting up, according to company spokesperson Bob Posgay.
The next big thing is for flooring, because it's a very hard wood. It's comparable to teak and mahogany. And that's getting to be an exploding market, but there's over 1,500 uses now for bamboo, and there's more all the time.
As you can see from the field behind me, planting bamboo is hard, hands-on manual labor. This is only the second time I've ever seen bamboo grown in Louisiana. The first time was about 20 years ago in Washington Parish. Every time a farmer, of course, plants a seed, it's an act of faith, so this new endeavor, you could say, is a huge leap of faith.
Farmer David Bordelon has been renting out his family's land, which used to grow cotton, soybeans, and corn. Now he wants to get back to farming himself and says much like these plants, the bamboo market is seeing unbelievable growth.
I get my first partial harvest after 2 years of growing. You get no harvest for the first 2 years. On the third year, you'll get a partial harvest. And that'll be most just shoots. And probably, I think at 5 years, you'll get a harvest of poles for hardwood or textiles or whatever the industry wants at that time.
Bordelon said he wouldn't be surprised if this acreage doubled in the near future. Don't be surprised if you see more farms like this shooting up. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Neil Melanson.
Only Moso has farms from Florida to North Carolina on the East Coast and across to the Gulf Coast. To find out more about them, you can log on to our website at twilatv.org. Nothing says summer like a fresh blueberry or blackberry cobbler. There's one farm in Wynn Parish that not only grows the berries, but is helping turn lives around with proceeds from the fruit. TWILA's Tammy Arender has the story of Mount Grace Orchard in Dodson.
Hey guys, I know I'm sort of a white-hot mess right now because I've been out in the field sweating, picking blueberries and blackberries from Mount Grace Farm. And Mount Grace has a strong connection to the Dodson Roadside Cafe here in Dodson, Louisiana. And they're not just helping folks around here eat well, they're helping some men who have faced some serious struggles get back on their feet.
Well, normally I don't like to do the picking myself.
Becky Chamberlain of Houghton braves the heat to pick berries at Mount Grace Orchard in Dodson.
I've had their blueberries and I've had their peas. They're wonderful.
There are about 1,200 blue and blackberry bushes on this 40-acre property. Gary Bentley oversees the Mount Grace Orchard.
I landscaped, just coming up in life, but there wasn't any horticulture education, but I like it. It's something that I'm passionate about. After they produce this primocane, everything will get cut back but this new growth, and it just starts.
Keeps producing. Bentley is also the director of the Louisiana Adult and Teen Challenge program. It's a faith-based nonprofit that helps people recover from life-controlling issues.
At our men's campus outside of Dodson, we have 40 acres, so we wanted to utilize that property to help raise money to support the program.
We got a brisket po' boy and a quarter cheese.
About 10 minutes away from the men's campus and orchard is the Dodson Roadside Cafe and Creamery. The sound of sweet potato fries going down and beef brisket being fired up is the sound of rehabilitation for these students of Louisiana Adult and Teen Challenge.
The mayor and his wife here in Dodson had retired, and it used to be what they call the fish market. And she wanted to know if we wanted to operate it and try our hand at the restaurant business. So we did it, and it's been very successful.
For Cody Compton, who hit rock bottom after getting addicted to opioids following a baseball injury, the program has literally been a lifesaver.
Through jail and rehab and this, that, and just complete failure, I finally came to my rock bottom and cried out to Jesus.
Compton not only works in the cafe, but he also works in the berry fields.
So with the blueberries and stuff, getting out there, it's hot, you don't want to be picking, and you also know that it's going to a good cause to help somebody like you were, like I was, and that really makes you press forward, and try harder,
Besides the beautiful berries, there will soon be purple hull peas for sale, and in fall, the mums. They also roast their own coffee beans and make scented candles. But what really is blooming here at Mount Grace is a second chance at life.
You are sober, you are clean, you are a dad, you are the man you're supposed to be, that God created you to be.
In Dodson, Louisiana, I'm Tammy Arender for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
The Dodson Roadside Cafe is on Highway 167 in Wynn Parish. The Mount Grace Orchard, where you can pick your own berries or get them prepackaged, is on Braxton Road in Dodson. It's a little off the beaten path, but well worth the off-road adventure. Well, there will be no shortage of great places to eat for Louisiana Farm Bureau members next week. That's because they'll be at the 96th annual meeting of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation in New Orleans from June 21st through the 24th. This Week in Louisiana Agriculture will be there as well, so chances are you might see this same show again next weekend while we're all down in New Orleans getting stories. More than 1,500 farmers, ranchers, and rural residents gather for the convention in the New Orleans Marriott every year. It's a family event highlighted by nightly events from the awards program to the junior and senior talent contest to the Queen's contest. It's also where voting delegates set policy and learn about challenges facing agriculture. And this year, there are a couple of topics everyone at convention will discuss: the Farm Bill and the third Louisiana Legislative Special Session, which will be going on at the same time as the Louisiana Farm Bureau annual meeting.
This is a critical time. Once every 5 years, the Congress considers a Farm Bill and passes the programs that farmers will be operating under for the next 5 years. And so that could very well happen this coming week while we're in New Orleans for convention. We want to see that Farm Bill passed and move to the Senate pass, and so that we'll have some certainty. In addition to that, the state legislature will be having their special session, the third, in order to take care of the fiscal cliff from the state, and we need to know what that's going to be like as well going forward from July 1.
With more than 143,000 member families, the Louisiana Farm Bureau is the largest general farm organization in the state. To learn more about the convention or to become a member of Farm Bureau, you can visit our website at twilatv.org. If you may want to hurry and get your fix of crawfish while you still can, as you can see, crawfish season's wrapping up. Louisiana's treasured crawfish season coming to an end. Most farmers are fishing for crawfish to stock fields for next year and starting to pick up their traps. Early in the season, we spoke with Aaron Lee, a crawfish farmer in Vermilion Parish. He says the lingering cold temperatures and early record-breaking warmth cut this year's season shorter than usual. Crawfish season in Louisiana normally runs from late February to early June. Whether you're interested in better lawns, better flower beds, or growing better crops, the LSU Ag Center has a field day of information for you, literally. The LSU Ag Center will host a field day on June 19th at the Tom H. Scott Center in Winsboro. Registration will begin at 9 a.m. The expo will feature programs on attracting birds to your yard, weed issues for the lawn, and the best native Louisiana plants for around your home. On the crop side, there will be demonstrations on insect management for corn, seeding and planting dates for beans, and seed strategies for cotton. In addition, state wildlife veterinarian Jim LaCour will be on hand to discuss chronic wasting disease in white-tailed deer. You'll also be able to browse a number of ag industries that will be on site to show you their latest products. So whether you're a homeowner or a farmer, this field day will have something for you. For more information on the program, we'll be on our website on twilatv.org. Coming up, summer is here and so are the mosquitoes. We'll tell you how to fight the bite. Plus, AJ Sabine is cooking up something good in Logansport. A new Feasting on Agriculture is next. Stay with us. If you've been swatting a lot more around dusk because of those pesky mosquitoes, well, it is the season for those little bloodsuckers. And while they're annoying, there is a good reason why you should fight the bite. In 2016, 37 people across Louisiana got sick with West Nile virus, according to the Louisiana Department of Health. Now, these are not people who just tested positive for the virus, but actually had symptoms of encephalitis. August is the peak month for West Nile cases in Louisiana. Kyle Moppert, the medical entomologist for the Louisiana Department of Health, says the state's farmers and ranchers need to be sure to wear long sleeves and repellent with DEET or picaridin.
Well, their total exposure is greater. Now, they live in areas that are not as populated, so we don't get as many cases, but still their exposure is still there. And we have cases from most parishes in the state of Louisiana, and a lot of these are people that live in rural areas.
Moppert says the Louisiana Department of Health has been tracking West Nile virus since discovering it in Louisiana back in 2001. To learn more about how to protect yourself from mosquitoes and the Louisiana Fight the Bite campaign, visit our website at twilatv.org. Nestled along Toledo Bend in downtown Logansport, Big Zack offers a taste of the South inside your mouth, inside his family-friendly restaurant. This month on Feasting on Agriculture, TWILA's AJ Sabine brings his steak knife to this farm-to-family favorite.
Feasting on Agriculture with AJ Sabine is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board. Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat. By the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board. Think rice. And by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Hey there folks, I'm AJ Sabine and welcome to another tasty edition of Feasting on Agriculture. This month, we're in Logansport, Louisiana, right next to the Texas-Louisiana border. This is the place where Toledo Bend starts and the fun flavor begins. Because if you want a tasty bit of the South to head right to your mouth, there's only one place you can go, Big Zack's place. Joining us now is Big Zack of Big Zack's Place. Zack Bozier, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Zack, why was it important for you to patronize farmers and have farm to table right here in Logansport?
Well, I mean, I've kind of got some real good friends of mine that are farmers, and my family has farmed in the past, and it's just important that we take care of one another, you know, and the main thing is keeping our money here. You know, not exporting money anywhere else.
You know what? There's an old saying, never trust a skinny chef.
That's right.
You have all my trust.
Yes, sir.
What are we cooking today?
We're gonna cook a hand-cut ribeye that we cut here, which is Louisiana beef.
Raised right here in Logansport.
Yes, sir. Raised right here. We're gonna cook some fried catfish. And we're going to make one of our specialty catfish dishes for you.
Awesome. Let's get started. All right, folks, we're in Big Zack's Place kitchen. Big Zack, that looks like catfish to me.
Yes, sir. It's our farm-raised catfish. You know, like I said, it's farmed in Mississippi, and we take it and we strip it. That's our favorite way of eating it. You try not to mash your fish. You know, if you've ever eaten fish with too much batter, it's no good.
It's not.
Just lay it in.
How long are you gonna let that lay in there, Chef?
About 2 to 3 minutes.
Where is the beef? Is it in here? No. Oh, there it is. Zach's got a ribeye with my name on it.
That's it. It's yours, buddy.
What do you do to prepare that before you put it on the grill?
We take our homemade steak seasoning that we make up daily. Usually it's got some, wouldn't call it secrets, very everyday ingredients, but just portions that we use.
Yes, sir.
And
I know it's gonna make the steak
yes,
taste a whole lot better.
Use it very liberally. And when we get done, we got another secret we'll show you about it.
Well, don't tell everybody, Zach.
Then we just put it up there in the corner and let her eat.
Pardon me, one side, please. One side. There's some good food coming here, folks. Look out, here's some good food. Where's table 14? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Look at these fine and beautiful people here on this gorgeous Saturday. Look what I made for you today. Look what I did. Isn't that great?
That is pretty.
Thank y'all. Let's give it up for table 14, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right, Zach, how we doing with that steak?
Doing good.
Are we ready to plate it up?
We're ready to plate it up.
Look at that. Oh, man, look at that ribeye. Folks, take a look at that. When we get back, yours truly and Big Zach from Big Zach's Place here in DeSoto Parish, we're going to have some of this steak. Stick around, we'll be right back. Hey there, folks. Thanks for sticking around. We are back. We are here in Logansport at Big Zach's Place. I have with me here Big Zach Bozier. And Big Zach, what do we have here?
We have a hand-cut ribeye with some grilled asparagus. And
smells wonderful.
Yes, sir.
And what else we got?
We have some farm-raised catfish with a homemade tartar sauce, hush puppies, and French fries.
Now look, there's a little saying on your menu that folks should see. You see that? Where there's a bit of the South, meet your mouth. And you know what, folks? You know what time it is? It's time for AJ to get a taste of the South right now. Okay, I'm gonna try this steak, which you so expertly prepared. Whoa, what is that secret ingredient on there?
It's a secret.
Don't tell anybody. You gotta come out here and check it out. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful flavor, gorgeous, garlicky, absolutely wonderful. Can I try your catfish?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Farm raised, beautifully fried. Look at the texture, folks, absolutely gorgeous. While I'm eating this catfish, Jack, tell the folks how they can come and check out your place.
We're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9. We're closed on Sunday. We take reservations. You
guys got a big catering business too, right?
Yes, sir. We also do a lot of catering.
And let me tell you, folks, it is excellent. Go and check out Big Zach's Place Facebook page. You can also get a link to it at www.twilatv.org. If you guys want more information about Big Zach's Place or Big Zach or Louisiana beef, let me know and reach out to us at our website at twilatv.org. That's all from here, folks. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.
Feasting on Agriculture with A.J. Sabine was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, Ask Before You Eat, by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, Think Rice, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Are you Louisiana Farm proud? Well, send us a video to prove it. We want you to send us videos from your farm, or a photo if you'd rather, showing us why you're proud to be involved in Louisiana agriculture. We'll be showing off your submissions next week during the 96th annual meeting of the Louisiana Farm Bureau in New Orleans. You can share your farm proud moments with us on social media with the hashtag #LAFarmProud, or you can email them to us at louisianafarmproud@gmail.com. Everyone who submits a photo or video will be entered in a chance to win a GoPro Hero 5 camera. So get to shooting that video and show us why you're Louisiana Farm proud. That does it for this edition of TWILA. We'll have a rerun, possibly this show again next week, while we are in New Orleans working on our big Louisiana Farm Bureau Convention show to bring you all the sights and sounds and unfortunately not the tastes from New Orleans. You can even follow many of the convention events live on our social media channels, so be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. For all of us here at TWILA, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.